Not so long ago, in the history of our civilization, we only cared about ourselves, and then we cared about our tribe, and everybody else was up for grabs. We would kill them, rape them, steal from them, and gradually we've opened our hearts and we've opened our minds, and we've had some understanding that it really doesn't matter if anybody is in our family or our tribe or even our nation or our religion. It doesn't matter if they are in our species. And I think it's very hard for us not to evolve. So we see a lot of changes over time. The way people have treated those with disabilities, those whose skin color is different, and now finally we've just begun to realize, because of all the wonderful work of behaviorists and ethicists and people who have studied animals in their native surroundings, that animals are someone, not something, someone to be in awe of, that they are full of life, that they love their families, and that like us they want to be free, and that like us they feel pain and they suffer, and they also experience joy. So I think we have no option but to evolve, and we see that in the ever-growing supply of vegetarian foods, the pleather instead of leather, the faux fur, and all the other choices to get away from dissection in the schools and learn about life without killing. So our understanding is growing, and it needs to grow and grow and grow. So I hope we will one day have a world where when we say we want peace, we really mean we will have peace. And that encompasses peace for everyone, all living beings. In Spain, there is an atrocious custom of tying firecrackers and sticks that are aflame to the horns of bulls. And I think there are several factors at work here. It's mostly young men who do this, and it gives them a sense of power to be able to dominate this giant beast, this powerful, muscular animal. It makes these young men feel as if they're virile, and as if they've conquered nature, as if they've conquered something more powerful than them, where in effect, of course, we all know the bull doesn't stand a chance. One bull is mobbed by dozens, if not hundreds of men, and they use ropes and they use chains, and they get hold of the bull and intimidate him. Often the bulls are weakened before they're attacked with fire. It means that somebody spreads Vaseline in their eyes. It means they beat them on the kidneys. It means sometimes they give them laxatives to weaken them. So there's nothing like fair play. But another factor is religion, and many awful things have been done to other human beings and animals in the name of religion. Most religions started out being wonderful and loving and kind and had wonderful principles. But what has happened here is, in the name of a saint's feast day, instead of spreading love and kindness, instead of feeding the poor and being kind, the festival has degenerated. It's perverted into a festival where power of those who are celebrating dominates all the others, and the animals are always the most vulnerable. I think the whole world looks to the Japanese people for wonderful characteristics of honor and respect and understanding and being learned in many ways. I think Japan has led the world, but I do believe that the time has come for everybody, no matter where they are in life, to go an extra step and to look beyond our own race, beyond our own nation, and beyond our own kind, the human being, to those who are in our midst. They are all around us. They too are citizens of our country. And if we look, we can find that there are so many ways to help. If we open our hearts, if we open our minds, if we open our eyes to the suffering of animals, for every cruel thing we can think of doing or we do without thought, there is a kind deed waiting for us to discover. So I hope that together, all over the world, every country, certainly Japan, will be in step, moving to a more compassionate era.